6 tops isn't always 6 active tops. Some content has the middle top off. Hey, or A. I saw somebody talking about this before, right? Somebody said the other home theater guys were talking about this because somebody recommended my setup, or not my setup, but my 716. And apparently, if you're running 714, majority stuff is 714, and they don't put the mixer doesn't put anything into the middle height position, apparently. So if you have the 0.6 up there, not much is up there. I don't know. I always put shit up there because
if it's a 0.2 and they have 6 height, it'll only play out of the middle.
I think that's essentially that would also be true. Well, no.
Not all of them. They won't play out of all of them. It'll just play the 2 top middles, right?
No. If it's okay, look, if the 2 sounds are objects and they are in the wherever they're placed. If they're placed in the top middle, yes, they will fire as top middle. If they're placed in the top front, they'll place in the top front. But if it's a 7.1.2, if it's a bed track and they have the heights activated, those will come out the middle. So I guess
only, right? So the answer is only the 2 in the middle will fire.
Yeah, so it has to be a bed track that's 712, and someone has to activate those middle heights. That's the only thing that will, unless it's an object. The objects have to be placed in the middle height position.
I'm almost wondering if it would be more useful if you have a 6 height, if you know it's a static 0.2 mix, to just turn off the top middles and just let it play out of the 4.
The other 4. Maybe. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been saying this silly shit for years. Like, just give us what the movie was mixed in, right? You give us 3,100 languages. Like, what? He said, let's get rid of some of those really obscure ones that, okay, I don't want to alienate some people, but let's alienate my people. We don't need Sinhalese language, okay? And all the 1,500 dialects of India. You don't need that shit. Let's do. And I was thinking about this too the other day. Let's do a 5.1.2 Atmos mix, and then whatever the fuck you want Atmos mix, 714, 916, whatever. But we should have one that's just 512, and you can select it on the 4K Blu-ray. It doesn't have to be on streaming, whatever. But yeah, that way we know that way we can tailor the sound to whatever configuration we have, instead of using the Dolby Atmos one file to rule them all. That's the one thing that's really messing up the music guys, because they have to have this one file that sounds great on speakers and at the same time sounds great binaurally. And Joe and I know that's fucking hard. That is fucking hard. That is hard as shit to do. So yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Reverend Slim says that he thinks that they should play. What they should do is make it so the height beds play the entire array, regardless of number. Then dynamic objects address individual speakers like the theater.
I mean, that's a great idea. Yeah, I agree.
I
agree, Jeremy. I agree.
I think that's a terrible idea. Okay.
Horrible idea, Jeremy.
Yeah, you could have done better, man. Try harder next time.
Come on. Make sure to check out our audio-only version of the podcast at anchor.fm/Daily HiFi, or just go to your favorite podcasting service and search for Daily HiFi.